Hello everyone, welcome to another video campaign diary for Curse of the Crimson Throne, Book 4, A History of Ashes, Part 3, Trials of Respect, Chapter 8, Devils May Die. When we last left the heroes, they were involved in a pitched battle between some red mantis and some devils. Some red mantis and some devils. The battle had going back and forth, the heroes had managed to wipe out all the red mantis, and only thing remaining was several devils. But the devils were doing a pretty good number, attacking and downing several of the weaker physically party members. Gregor and Livy in particular had been knocked to death's door, but managed to survive with the aid of particularly Rendon's healing powers. But it looked like the devils may be getting upper hand when, with the help of Thousand Bones, One Life, and Cinderlander, Rendon, managed to use their holy powers to turn the tide. Eventually, the group managed to corner and kill all the remaining devils, um, giving time for Gregor to maintain his banishment spell, sending the other devil back to hell. At this point, the group had time to lick their wounds, heal, assess what happened, but it seemed very clear to the group that because of the mutual aid, mutual respect gained during the fight, the conflict between the Cinderlander and the Shanti seemed to be coming to an end. While things were not perfect, relations were never going to be happy. Um, Talks between Cinderlander, Thousand Bones, and One Life seemed to indicate that an accord had been reached and that the groups would stop fighting and perhaps even have some mutually beneficial positive contact. With that, One Life also declared that the heroes had earned the Shanti's trust, battling to save their lives and save the lives of the Cinderland and bring peace to the Cinderlands. Had definitely earned the Shanti's respect. He invited them all back to the town of, or the village encampment of Flameford, where he would introduce them to both the tribe and to a sun shaman as brothers. The group spends a couple of days traveling back, and during that time, there's some friendly conversation as they get to know each other. Once they arrive at the camp, they're invited to the council fire, which is just a large bonfire where communal meals are held and important tribal conversations happen. It almost takes upon a celebratory atmosphere, at which point the Sun Shaman appears and One Life recounts the group's heroic deeds and how they've served and aided the Shanti well. And he declares them a friend to the Shanti and no longer outsiders. With this, the Sun Shaman nods and says that it is clear that the group is here to seek something, and he believes since they've earned their respect, he will aid them. So the Sun Shaman tells them the story of Casaubon and how a mighty mentoring party rode forth, battled Casaubon at Scarwall, and defeated him. But the dragon truly wouldn't die. So each member of the mentoring party took a piece of Casaubon's corpse and hid it away, so that none of the other members of the group would know where it was, and so it would be out of harm's way. One member of the Shanti, she took it and hid it in a ziggurat, which is now the foundation for Castle Kobosa. And then the group obviously suspected that Queen Elusia found the artifact in the ziggurat and put it to good use, perhaps forging it into a crown. The Sun Shaman suggests that the group may be able to obtain more information by undergoing a ritual known as the Blessing of the Ancients, to call forth an ancient spirit or a spirit important to them to provide more information. The group agrees to participate in this ritual, so the Sun Shaman undergoes it. It's a fairly long ritual with ritual chanting and building up energy and pitch until all individuals feel a spirit call forth through them. They're not sure exactly what the spirit is, but it has a importance to them all. So, for the case of Gregor, it is the appearance of his patron. In the case of Lavinia, it's one of the ancestors of her now dead tribe. In the case of Idris, it is his goddess. In the case of Renan, it is his goddess as well, Sarenrae. In the case of it is the ancients, aspect of the ancients. Almost in unison, in the voice that they would expect to hear from their patron. The spirit recites the spirit song. A fate of steel, Saritharel, her cage for years sustained, for enthralled in lost Scarwall, undead to keep her chained. A spirit first, red war's thirst, still stands a post of old. A second foe, infernal so, waits high in a tower cold. In kennel's grime, the third bides his time, then vents his killing breath. On the stone mid ash and bone, the final dreams of death. The spirits worn and battle torn and locked in their damnation, chain one's hold at last grows old and ushers in salvation. Yet hope remains amid the chains when Bladestone's cage has crumbled. Friends to dread and death of the dead, the keys to Casaubon humbled. After some long conversations, the group suspects that what they're looking for is some kind of weapon, maybe locked in the bowels of Castle Scarwall, and they decide perhaps to look for more information about Castle Scarwall and the weapon, perhaps going back to Kosovo to do some research and investigation, or maybe calling upon the Tarot deck and the spirit that they have in their possession. Anyways, guys, this is 3 sessions of this fight, and it's a giant fight, so you all get 14,640 XP each. That should definitely be enough to level you to level 13. I hope you enjoyed the game. Hope you enjoyed the summary. Please let me know if there are any glaring omissions or errors. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.